Thank you so very much for coming and thank you very much for watching Black Hot Fire Network. It is yet another brand new day here in Africa. It is 33 minutes past midnight here in Uganda. You're with me, Africa Maria. And today we're going to talk about tribalism in Africa. And of course, tribalism has been of a great, huge has impact on Africa and Africans. We've seen tribalism being the reason failure to have change among African people. So yeah, um, like I said, thank you very much for coming. And now, in Africa, we've realized that we are separated or we are divided among our tribes and clans and tradition, culture. Though we have a big similarity, we've come to realize that most Africans do believe in their tribes more than them being Africans. Now, I always say that colonial masters did not only partition Africa's land, but it also partitioned our hearts, more especially when it comes to tribalism and how we feel towards other Africans. Now, I'm seeing Mr. Truth about Hotfire Network. Yes, Mr. Truth says that he agrees that tribalism is hurting Africa. Now, we have seen everyone complaining about why Africa is not having change. We are seeing everyone saying, we have got a lot of dictators. The presidents are not getting away from power. It's not only in Uganda, but almost all over Africa. Actually, we've only seen probably Kenya. We've seen Tanzania trying to bring a difference, but most of the African countries are experiencing dictatorship. Now, now the major reason I'm bringing this is because I sat back and started thinking as to why we are not seeing a big difference. Change coming to Africa, despite of African youth waking up to reality and trying to bring change. Now, tribalism is one of the major factors. Now, once you wake up and identify yourself as your tribe, or if I wake up and say, if I wake up and say that, well, I'm Maria and I'm a Bantu speaking person and I don't really care about these other people, of course, I will not care about other people's interests. That means I'm not being, I'm not being impartial. You understand? So I'll give you an example of the country Uganda. Now, Uganda has the biggest population in Uganda are Bantu speaking people, and then the biggest population also is occupied by the Westerners. That means you take the Midwest and of course the Western and the Southwest. So it has a huge population, and of course with other factors left constant. Um, you'll come to realize that Bob Wine comes from the central, and then he speaks in another tribe, and everyone is like, no, we're not going to vote into someone who's not close to our tribe. You understand? So this is happening now. You look at Nigeria, where everyone's complaining about Buhari being a Hausa man, and everyone is and the Igbo people are coming out with Namdi Kanu, who feels like they have to break away from Nigeria, probably because the Nigerian government does not identify them or give them what the resources they need. So you will understand this whole thing, a whole difference caused by tribalism in Africa. Now, for me as Maria, I know most cases I always say that the things I speak here are my own views. So yeah, you have a right to disagree or agree. So you will come to realize that most people do not really take being African as the first thing. I always tell my brothers and sisters out there, wherever on social media or some other platforms where I may be hosted, that before you are a certain tribe, you are an African. Before I'm a Ugandan, I am an African, by the way. I would say if I trace my history backward, I'm in Uganda, but my grandparents were not from here. So you'll find that when you check, it's like I'm coming from a all over Africa. Apart from those probably who do not really trace their history. So you see, so I'm saying before you become the whatever tribe you think you are an African, or before you become that nationality, you come from Africa as a continent. So this is the problem that most Africans are facing. They do not really feel the vibe of being an African. Rather, I'm this tribe. I'm from this country. I'm better than whoever, whatever it is. I mean, I don't want to go through that, but that's the problem we are having. And we shall never unite, or we shall never have change if we keep having that mentality. You understand? So everyone doesn't want to vote for someone. I'm voting is not speaking my language, so they don't really care who is coming into power, if the person is going to be good or not. So you understand? Tribalism has been of a great negative impact. I even hate talking about it. I remember on my Facebook page, everyone thinks I'm from South Africa. That's some Nigerians believe I'm from South Africa because they're like, oh, your body's like you're from South Africa. South Africa, bro. Let me, it's kind of weird things they talk about me. You come from South Africa or something like that. Others will say, no, she comes from Nigeria. Other people will think, okay, she comes from Kenya. And then other, well, I'm like, yeah, whatever. If someone asks, are you from South Africa? I say, yeah, I am. And then, are you from Kenya? Yes, I am. Are you from Nigeria? Yes, I am. So I remember a person, but Marie, you're so confused. You know, you come from everywhere in Africa. I said, because I'm Africa. Can you see Yeah. Let me first read your comments, guys. Them are just name, not your name, rather about Burma or so much. I missed you guys. So yes. I was so very much counting on African American. I mean, our brothers and sisters are in diaspora. I mean, those ones who are not born in Africa, actually, because we really have a big problem. Y'all guys will not be preaching to us that we need you to have change. You need to take over. We are never gonna take over, never, because first of all, we are so divided. And I feel like there is that wholeness. But right now, Mr. Truth is telling me that AA people are also divided due to their parties, the political parties. He say the Dominican and the Republican kind of shit. So you see, I don't know what's wrong with black people. I was so very much counting on African Americans because I believe that you guys do not have this feeling of I belong to a certain tribe. Like like, I feel so very, you know at some point, let me tell you, I'm gonna bring this. you know I don't want to say something that is so painful. Okay, I don't mean to hurt anybody's feeling with what I'm gonna say, because I cannot measure the pains most of you have gone through, or our ancestors went through when they were taken into slavery. I do not really say that I'm so glad it happened. I'm not gonna say that it's so, that I'm so pleased for whatever happened in the past, but probably you guys are over there for a reason. This is my own thinking. Okay, you can still comment and tell me it's not true, or you can still comment and tell me you do agree with me, but I still might believe you are over there for a reason, because I feel like you may to be polluted at certain extent, but it's so very appalling and so very sad when it comes to Africa, where we are so separated due to tribalism. You understand? So at some point, I feel like my brothers and sisters in diaspora were there, were taken there for a reason. And that reason could be they're the ones maybe who will bring change to us, because let's assume Lando is in Tanzania, and then probably he stands into contest as a president. And Lando doesn't even care which kind of tribe you're speaking in Tanzania. Probably he doesn't even care whether you come from Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar, or Tanga, wherever it is you're coming from. He's just Lando because he was born and raised in the US, and there at least the close relative he knows are were also in US. So he doesn't know any tribe apart from the languages he's adapted in Tanzania. And if you vote such kind of person, definitely that person will be not be sleeping on one side, like, I'm going with this kind of tribe, I come from this kind of shit. So you understand. So I feel like probably, yeah, So I feel like despite of what y'all have gone through, the hate wherever you are, the pains that our ancestors went through when they were sold into slavery, maybe there was a great reason. And I feel how I wish my brothers and sisters in diaspora could see this the way I see it. How I wish they could view things the way I view them. You understand? Because okay, I know some others will say, well, we are not loved by Africans, and Africans they don't love us, I can't blah. But I feel like they also need to be sensitized, they need to be educated. And I also know there are other AA people who don't like Africans at all. You understand? So I feel like you guys are over there for a reason, and that reason is now. You understand? The reason is bringing change right now. I'm so very proud and so very thankful to Keith because he's trying so very much to bring Africa to your doorstep. Keith is so very much trying to bring Africa to the US. Like I see programs like, brothers and sisters stepping down, like this trip we are gonna have in Tanzania come April this year. So you see, he's trying to make you understand. He's trying to make you feel the vibes and the breeze of motherland. So I feel like this whole journey should never stop, should never stop, sir. As long as you come down here, I know people will get to love you. Forget about this whole thing they know in movies that AA people always move with guns, they are drug addicts, they keep killing people. Now this is what most people think. And when you tell your mom, maybe you got an AA boyfriend, it's like, God, girl, are you gonna handle those guys? So this happens so because they're so polluted in the mind, so they don't know. So I feel like we need a whole lot of African American, German Africans, British Africans, brothers to step down to the motherland and let these people feel them vibes. You understand? Let them get to know them. Let them get to see how different, how movies are portraying them in the wrong way. Let the people get to know that they just human and they behave just normal. I know there is no society which is 100% good, but I also know there are some bad people here and some bad black people. But there is something what we need to come back home and at least portray something. Put up something and let people get to know. Look, okay, this is so great. Okay, do these people also behave like this? They're kind of cool. So let me get to know all that thing. Apart from the stories, no, 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 no. A black person in America is a drug addict. They do sell cocaine. They if they're not doing with music and putting their gold teeth there, whatever it is. I don't know how you call that thing. I call it that way. So if they're not having guns, they're having knives. If they're not having knives, they're having broken bottles. They're killing other people. So I feel like we have to wash that out of the minds of Africans. And honestly, me, according to me, if an AA brother or sister would come, step out and say, I bought land in Tanzania and I've been here and I've had citizenship and I'm standing in for presidency. I swear my ancestors, I would vote that person with everything I have. Because they kind of feeling they don't have a feeling of of not being impartial. They don't have tribalism in them. They will not look at me, Maria, like, okay, she a Bantu, and they will not look at somebody else like, oh, she a Nilotics. Those kind of, those the things even I'm saying that they're so ridiculous. But well, this is how far our oppressors drove us to. You understand? But well, before that, let me still read the comments. Okay. Newton says that they love you guys. They love us in Tanzania. Yes, yes, Jim and Kondo, I can see you. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, I'm so very happy if they do really love you. Of course they will. Of course they will love you. Why not? Why not? And then Mr. Truth is America getting ready to go. What million new slate? To get 1 million new slave, the US getting like to replace the ones they have now. African Americans only have WAP and PlayStations, nothing of value. What? Kids, okay, okay. Now, what, Mr. Truth? That's very, very sad and very painful. That's America. Do you know how many guns and other weapons whites have here? I'm coming to the continent. In the meantime, I'm getting as much Muzungu money as I can. I'm so very, may my ancestors grant you that, Mr. Truth. For sure, you will get that your heart desires. Now, Jim and Conde says, well, we do know, I know, but of course, there are lots of Africans who don't even know about this. They don't even know that the Muzungu is stealing from them. Nisha Penda, I'm so super excited to see you, sister. You're very much welcome on Black Hole Network with me, Mariam Benzua, Africa Tena. Now, of course, Kid says that it's not a gold teeth. All right, all right, all right. Now, it is true. Most I may to me, I've been around a lot of AA people, so I know how most of so yes. And then of AA people here in Africa, apart from most people who are educated, about educated, I don't mean like people who've gone to school or graduated, whatever it is, but of course, people who are really understand that AA people are just as normal human beings. All they see are these like, crazy people with guns all over. Kids is like I should say gold teeth in them. You know that thing? What was that thing people put in their mouth? They sit down like, ugh. And they're like, whoa, why is your teeth like that? They put that golden teeth. Oh God, Africans love gold. Ah, whew. Anyway, so I feel like tribalism has been about has brought a very huge negative impact on the African people, and probably that could be the reason why you may not see change soon as expected. We may not see, or we may even never see change, because of course everyone is just fighting. They're trying to pull to themselves. They're trying to pull towards their families, and they don't really care about Africa as a whole. Now, G-Man Kondo, let me first read your comments, guys. German Consul Maria Biden and her are granting 11 million illegal Hispanic immigrants citizenship to counterbalance the Black American voting bloc. So we're going to lose the little leverage we had. Now that's so sad. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, that's what G-Man's talking about. Okay, Jim and Kondo, thank you so very much for clarifying that. Wait, that's so okay. Now, this is something new that I didn't know about, and when I read some kind of things, I feel like my heart is so okay. That's not so good. So, what are we gonna do, brothers and man? Okay, so that means you. Oh God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hmm. Okay, I just pray that I won't. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hmm. But anyway, I know this is why we're here on Black Fire Network, of course, to bring different reasons and probably see solutions to how lots of things are happening to us. Now my mind is just taken away when I read the kind of things. There was a way I'm just off and it's like no, I may now dread myself from the topic now. A lot of things are coming in my mind right now. I'm trying to contain myself so that I can still, remain on the topic today. I'm so very much sorry, Gemma, for that comment I read, and it's so painful, and those are just taking my mind away. But yeah, let me. You know, of course, tribal. Now, this is what we are talking about. Of course, loving ourselves is the best thing that we can do as African people, because we just have each other. There is no one else there for us. I mean, everyone's just so after us. Everyone's just after us, and it's so painful that we cannot love ourselves. It's just so. Oh no, now look what's happening. Of course, if now they time's gonna come when our brothers in America are not living their life the way they're supposed to be. We're going. No, Maria, please don't go there. Anyway, tribalism, tribalism it's just. Oh no, you see, my mind now is thinking lots of things now after reading that comment there. Let me try to calm down a little and then concentrate on this very, very topic. Now, in Africa, there is a problem with the. Now, just as also you guys, I'm gonna read these comments and then my mind's just gonna get off. I didn't know what's going on. I thought maybe it's Africans are trying to improve in America, somehow, because they see how lots of brothers and sisters are trying to consciously wake up, and they're trying to preach, unity, and they're trying to preach black love and all this kind of thing. So I feel like you guys are working out, but again, it's like these guys are trying to find another way of breaking you guys. But still, then I will have to read your comments before they become too much and I lose some of them. Of course, we have to unify globally. Jim and Kondo says, yes, that's true. I'm with you 100%, my brother. I agree with you 100%. That's what we have to, about it. Yes, yes, I believe with you. Jim and London, thanks. I've tried to be funny. I'm glad you caught it. Okay, Mr. Truth. All right. Okay, yeah, honestly, if not for I was not, but I did. I also thank him for that. Lando says that tribalism was used to conquer the African continent along with religion. I very much believe with you. And of course, yes, Lando, tribalism is doing a very great job here for them crackers. Honestly, honestly. Now Jason says that 11 million immigrants going to end up turning on them cracks that gave them leverage. Let's pray it happens. Let's pray it happens. So, but when after we have suffered long, or what? Of course, Jim and Kondo, you are, I guess, my confused people are always easy to dominate. Big facts, and then Mr. Truth Keith gets the credit. He's been doing research and passing on the information for quite a while. Yes, I'm also very proud of Keith, and of course, so very proud of being part of this Black Hole Fire network, where you find uncut and deleted and filtered information right up on your phone or on your desk or wherever you are. This is Black Hole Fire network. Then why not? Human, yes, I agree with you 100%. And then we've seen, like, back to a topic, of course, of tribalism. Landa says that tribalism was used as a means, of, let me read it again. That tribalism was used to conquer the African continent along with the religion. Now, like I said before, Africa, or the entire of Africa was one. Yeah, I know y'all know that. Um, but when you look at how they are partitioning it, that even up to today, some Africans are still fighting for the borders and the boundaries. And then Kenya will be fighting for the boundary. This is a small piece of land. It belongs to Kenya. No, 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 no. Uganda is still and say, no, no, it belongs to us. And those in Tanzania will say in the southern parts of Uganda that, no, 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 this belongs to us. And the Ugandans saying, no, in the northern part of Tanzania that, hell no, this belongs to us. Congo comes in and says, hey, Uganda, your western part, a little bit of it belongs to us. And then you're going to shout out to Congo, hell no, this part is ours. And then there's, it's kind of so funny. So funny. And then there is this saying that little bit smaller until Amin came in and poured into some other land from Congo. It's kind of all weird. And then Southern Sudan will be fighting northern parts of Uganda. Hey guys, our land goes beyond that, and you guys, demarcations everywhere, fighting and hate everywhere. So when Uganda see Southern Sudan stepping back here, now there is something about this very country. Speaking of which, Uganda is a country that welcomes almost everybody. We've not seen a high lot of people having segregation in this country. We've not seen people coming from Sudan and they're complaining, okay, we don't like being here. But of course, there are some other places where you step and everyone is like, what are you doing here? You're just as black as them, but they're just complaining about you being over there. And someone will just look at you and say, you're from Uganda. I really hate you guys. And say, so what are you talking about? And some point you come to realize he's even speaking a language which is just similar to yours. And he's using words, things that you don't even understand, but you really understand everything the person is saying. But they cannot feel that we are one. So tribalism is so sickening here in Africa. It has caused a whole lot of huge problems in Africa. But still, I will read your comments, guys, before I continue. Jim and Kono, cool. That's why I subscribe to the channel. Unity must have a connection bond. If that common bond is okay, unity must have a common bond. If that common bond is broken, then you are scattered people. Yes, Lando, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Please, whoever is watching me, please do comment or say hi to me. Let me know who's watching me. It's always my pleasure to know who is watching me. watching me. I cannot see you guys, but at least if you say something, I feel like I've been missing you these days. And I was like, where are these guys? I mean, I went to the other channel yesterday, and no one was there. It's like you guys were so busy with kids. And I told kids, no, this was so boring. I was not seeing anybody. But of course, I think Lando was there. And then Dance, I think there was Lando. Another brother was there. Yeah, and stuff. But it is always my pleasure to know who I'm talking, I mean, to, and who is watching me. I'm always so glad whenever I see you guys comment. It creates a huge vibe in me, and I know I'm really communicating to my brothers and sisters out there. But of course, so reading, Orlando says our common bond is pigmentation and DNA. Wow. Of course. Who can say no about that? So, well, it's kind of weird. Africans are very funny to the point that you feel like you don't love who you are, so you have to change your skin and then become like them crackers. I don't know. I don't know what they love from them crackers. Oh God, I don't want to go that topic today. But Mr. Truth, until the Africans worldwide give all the oppressors their religion and cultures back, we do not move. We do not move forward. Okay, okay. We won't move forward. Have too many of our people have the self hate. That's true, and too many of our people have the self hate. That's true. Mr. Truth say that he's watching from Atlanta. Mr. Truth, my brother, thank you very much for coming back for our network. And it's me, Maria. Of course, I'm in Kampala, Uganda, and I'm so very super excited to have you here from Atlanta. And I always have these other guys from Florida, California, and Chicago. Nezindi nebindi nebilala. But of course, I'm so very much super proud to have you here, Mr. Truth, of course. And I'm so very much super excited to see your great comments, and also the great comments from Nando, and the great comments from Jiman and Nisha Penda. Yeah, I'm so very much excited to see. And of course, the great comments from Jackson too. And who else who have commented great? I'm still going through you guys. And DM, and of course, thank you very much for coming. I've not seen you comment what you think about um DM. I've not seen what you think about tribalism down in Africa, but still, thank you very much for coming. I'm waiting to see your great comment. And of course, I know Keith is watching there. I greet you, Mr. Keith says I should never call him sir. So I say sir Keith. I feel like that's great. And of course, Golden Heart is here. Golden Heart is like saying no. I don't know why you say that, but still, please drop your comment. Let me see. Let me read, or let's read what you feel about tribalism in Africa. Golden Heart is there with us, and of course, Big Cheese. I'm not see you talking, my brother. I miss to see your comment, dear. And of course, thank you very much for coming. Majestic, this whole thing, this Majestic Royal. Okay, thank you guys for coming. It is me, I'm Maria. I'm Penzua, Africa, and today we are talking about tribalism in Africa, and how tribalism has caused African separation, and will also led Africa to lag behind into a whole lot of things. Well, I think, guys, you're still replying to each other. Now, we've seen people coming out. I still might believe we've seen even phobia happening in South Africa. This is also part of tribalism, actually. Now, you step in South Africa, people feel like you're not a Zulu, or you don't come from KwaZulu, or the kind of funny thing. So it is all about tribalism. If this was not here, probably we would feel the oneness and that feeling of one love. Like I always say, before I am a Bantu, I am an African. Before I am a Ugandan, I am an African. And before I'm an African, I'm a black woman. So this whole thing, if we have that kind of mentality, it will be so simple for us to have that love flowing in our veins, and flowing from me and to the entire black nation. You understand? But we still have that kind of problem, even to the extent that if you don't love you being black, it is very easy for you to betray the black community. It's very easy for you to betray our brothers and sisters if you do not love yourself. You cannot tell me to work at one time and backstab my black brother, or probably them crackers sending me to do some shit to my black family. And with the love of all I have for my, for myself, I don't think I can do that, because I feel I'm so proud of being this, and I wouldn't think that there is any other black person who's not proud of being that. So I feel like people who have self-hate are people we should condemn, are people who we should not get close to, because those are kind of people who will betray you so very, very fast. You understand? So yes, and I'm so very, very proud to realize that I had a lot of AA brothers and sisters on Black of Friend Network are so proud of the motherland, and they can't wait to see the motherland, or they cannot wait to come down here. So that means that the preaching is going so far, 1,000 miles. But again, it's so painful that Africans, we should be the one teaching you guys, because well, no matter how old you guys are, we are the motherland. We know things, but it's so very painful that some AA people understand things even more than Africans down here. So you will see somebody. Well, I know education does not end. And sometimes kids will be like telling me some stuff. I'm like, really? So this thing is like, was it like that? You see, I'm supposed to know this whole thing, but because we are so very, very brainwashed. But like I said, I want to say that I'm so proud of you guys being in America, or whatever you are, in Germany, or UK, wherever you are. I'm not gonna say that I'm so proud, and I'm not gonna say it is okay that our ancestors were taken there into slavery, that our ancestors gave birth to you guys. I'm not gonna say that I'm so proud that they're there, but I'm gonna say that I'm so proud that you're there, and I'm not sorry to say it. Just because I've come to realize that most of you are waking up at a very high rate compared to them Africans in the motherland, who are so very much brainwashed by the white people. You understand? So I feel like the pains you have gone through have made you to wake up consciously. There is a proverb that says, tribe says that "Akubinga nuakwale komuhanda." I will translate it. It means that that person who chases you shows you the way. So in Africa, we're so comfortably, they're giving us a little bit warmth, and then we don't know there is cold at all. So we don't know what's happening. Probably we are not feeling the pains yet. As long as you eat your bad meal, you got to bed, everything is fine. You're not thinking about the future. But our brothers in AA, the life they have taught you, how they have mistreated you, the pains you've gone through, has made you to open your eyes and your brains to reality. So probably if you are also still back here, you will still be like the 99% of Africans in Africa. You still have their minds, you still have their thinking. But because you've been hurt so deep, you are waking up to see reality, and I really thank my ancestors for that. Probably I'm not, like I said before, I'm not grateful that our ancestors were taken to slavery, because I cannot even feel the pains that they went through. I cannot say, but probably you're there for a reason, and that reason is this, and the reason is why we're here talking on Black of Our Network, and the reason is here why we are preaching about black love. And the reason is this, that we hear you tonight talking about this. So if you understand what I mean, I know, it's so painful, but I'm so grateful that you've taken it to your advantage. And I so very much believe we had like 100% of Black Hope and Network families who understand this matrix. Probably Africa and the Black people will live a better life. We need to wake up consciously and realize there is nothing like tribe. There is nothing like boundaries or borders. We are just Black people, and that's it. But I'll still read the comments before we do flow again, before your comments disappear from me. Now Landa says the white man gave us those stupid geographical designations, which was designed to create separation and self-hatred. Exactly. Exactly. Because now if I feel like I will be walking around Nairobi, when I went to Kenya, people always feel like she okay, people like feel like she a Ugandan, you move around Nairobi. I don't know how quick people understand that. Say she a Ugandan, you a Ugandan kind of thing. So what is it? I'm here. You don't need to tell me I'm a Ugandan or not. I'm here, and this is my land as much as it is your land. Anyway, Anisha Pena says yes, nonsense, and Keith says yes, Maria. It made us wake up faster, and then we understand you, Maria. Yes, it was a reason, Maria. I don't understand how our people on the continent do not understand that white's our natural enemy. That's true. The Guineas of Africans in the diaspora, specifically in United States, due to religion and tribalism plus colonization of Tell We, the live version. That's true. Now, kids, I know you must be there. Please come with me here. I'm gonna get my charger to squeeze to fix in my phone, but still you can keep on flowing. I don't have power. My power just came back. So, guys, I still want to continue, but let me go get my charger. So, kids, you can drive in and continue. I'm coming in 3 minutes. I don't want to log out, so that's why. You can still continue, please. I don't want to go until I see you here. Or maybe I should go and get my church. I got another shit. Oh God, now this is very stupid, but please. So of course, now tribalism has been of a great, negative impact to us. There's no Uganda or Kenya; it's your land. True. Kip now agrees with me. That's it. That's it. That's true. That's true. I'm going to get my charger. Kip, please come and keep the family, please. Uganda kuna chai. Kama ndio. I'm back, not just delivered. Hold on. You go. Keep you so unfair. Sorry, guys. So very sorry. So sorry. Of course, I had gone to close. I had gotten to close like everyone's. Hold on now. Guys, Gabi. Oh, sajagwe. Twale. I had gone to close like everyone saying that they want to sleep, and I was just tell everyone hold on, Lando. Africa was okay. Let me first read your comments, guys. Lando says Africa always had a great empires for thousands of years, not only in the continent but globally, until it allowed hybrids foreigners to come among us. Means to civilize them. But what was civilized? We were also were civilized before before this whole people. We were civilized. So you see, yeah, Africans have always had that soft spot for, introducing a whole lot of people into the land. Even till today, when they see them crackers around, they feel like, okay, we've got our savior, somebody who's coming to rescue us. You can see them from the politics that just happened, where everyone cries that you saw, did you see that Mzungu with the camera following around Bobby Wine? That change is gonna come. So so with me, I always laugh and I say, look at that, look at this people. Why do you even say it? So did you see all the white people around? Do you know all white people support Bobby Wine? Yeah, change is gonna come. I don't know what they see in them crackers, or how, or whatever it is about them, and how Africans still behave around them or think they are. But well, that is it. So yes, like Lando says, that until we introduce that, we allowed them to come into our land. Of course, history says there are some other great kings who did write letters to, Britain, to the Queen, inviting foreigners here. For example, Buganda Kingdom. Of course, I spoke about that recently, and I was telling people probably that could be the reason why Bob Wine, in fact, did not get votes from some other kingdom, some other parts of Uganda, probably because there is a bad record from the kingdom where he claims he comes from. I don't claim that I come from a certain place. You understand? In Africa, because but people do claim that. So that very kingdom wrote a letter inviting colonialists to come. They wrote a letter inviting colonialists to come to Uganda. And then later they started selling Ugandans into slavery, more especially the people who came from the Karagwe kingdom, of course, who were connected to the Congo and these other people. That's the western part of Uganda. So most of them were sold. So you will realize that until today, some people, it's very hard for them to trust such kind of people from those very local areas. So you understand. So that could be also, it contributed also a big time to Bobi Wine not being elected by other people, more especially those from the western part of Uganda, who were saying that their kingdom cannot be trusted. The kingdom where Bobi Wine comes from cannot be trusted because they sold, they betrayed them. They invited colonial masters. They sold a lot of the princes, the princess, and the kings, of course, young energetic men into slavery. Because of course the western part is divided by one leg, and that's leg out by was Congo before the western part of Uganda connects with Congo. So that will be a history of next time. But yeah, you can see still that is following. So other people feel like they cannot trust Bob Wine, probably where his lineage is, a traitor kind of thing. So most Ugandan call them, they're traitors. So yeah, they call Bagana people traitors. So there's that whole thing going around. They say, Anna, what kind you speak that Nana? You're traitors. We cannot trust you. So that whole thing is still going around. So probably that could also be the reason that Bobi Wine did not get many votes from the western part of Uganda. So they feel like they cannot vote him, he cannot be trusted, and all the kind of things. So yes, tribalism has been of a great impact here, and you feel like it's the number one creation of hate among other, I mean, towards other black people. You feel like you are not, or you don't belong to that tribe. So yes, I do not belong to your tribe, so I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna love you. Now it is very funny that tribalism has hit Africa so hard to the extent that some other tribes do not allow people to marry into other tribes, except that now we've seen that a lot, more especially in the western part of Africa, where you see Igbo people feel like if you marry a Yoruba or Hausa, you're disgusting, you're betrayed the Igbo people. So why are you marrying outside our, you know, we feel like we are so different, which is very funny. And if you wake up tomorrow just to marry just a black person because they're speaking another tribe, hell no, you've committed a crime. But it's so very okay with them to marry Mzungu. So you have no problem marrying Mzungu. I've not seen them complain about if you have a Mzungu, you have brought a Mzungu home. Everyone's like, Jesus, they brought another young Jesus, whatever it is, whatever what they think about them crackers. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about. Let me still read your comments. Um, Landa says our human nature created envy and jealousy not only with the foreign but with our own people who created religion for the foreigners, which is essential destroyed us, and which which in essence destroyed us and our great civilization through that. Ake says, yes, they did down through the Congo kingdom into slave nation. Tribalism is one of the very bad, even down to villages. Yeah, is it very yes, Nigeria have it very bad, even down to Nigeria. That's true. Tribalism is one of the biggest insanity of, witness. That's true. It's crazy, Maria, and genetically they are the same people. They have no problem marrying white people. True, true. You see, so you feel like you're fighting or you're quarreling just because somebody is marrying just what you think is another tribe, but you're very okay with it to welcome Mzungu into your home. So why I thought Mzungu is the biggest difference. But you're saying Mzungu is okay to marry my daughter. My daughter's not gonna marry from Kenya, or my daughter's not gonna marry from Ekisi, or my daughter's not gonna marry from Congo man. My daughter's not gonna marry from Dar es Salaam or somewhere like that, or Nigeria. But you're very okay with your daughter marrying a Mzungu. So this is how crazy Africa is right now, you know. And of course, now Keith says that they did down through the Congo Kingdom into slavery. Yes, that happened. Of course, they were doing that through, those days. Of course, Europeans, that slave thing. I don't like talking about that story, even if I have a lot of knowledge about it, but because it's so very saddening, and I don't know which kind of moods I can grab to start talking about slavery because I'm very emotional about it, and I so very much try to dodge it. So yeah, but that happened. That happened, and of course, some greedy kingdoms did do that. And you remember last time, kid, there is this guy I hosted who said that they took almost 11 million. Oh, I can't remember even that the population was so huge of young, energetic Western people. Like I say, that Western Uganda is connected to the Congo so very much. They have a lot in common. So it was so very much connected before it was divided. They took a very many young people from there to slavery. And of course, that there is one of the kings who wrote a letter inviting them and also was part of selling them. But until today, I feel like, there is nothing you can do that you will be, forgotten. Some up to today we call them traders here. So even if you go around and you ask who are the traitors, they will just tell you this kind of people who come from this very round place, they did this and this. So it's still a painful memory, of course, but yeah, that happened down here. Of course, Nisha Penda says, sure, don't have any problem marrying Mzungus. I was married to a Nigerian for many years, and the psychic ones here in the US gave me many problems, but not the ones back home. Tribalism is a problem. That's true. That's true, Nisha. So you see, I don't know what it's about the Bazungu. I don't know. Anyway, I just don't want to talk about those guys tonight. But it's just so crazy. You're gonna wake up and say you're not gonna marry so and yet we are just like 100% the same. But you're so very much okay with me marrying someone who's just not even close to me. And you find that it's okay that way, and then you're preaching to me about difference, about we cannot because we're so different. Now, which one is 100% different? But anyway, that's happening down here in Africa, and of course, I think it's always a pride of almost everyone marrying a Mzungu, apart from me and maybe other people. Just all over the top. But of course, thank you very much for watching Black Wi-Fi Network. It's 45 minutes past 1 a.m. in the morning here in Uganda, of course, Kampala. Now it's great, another new day, and it is a Friday. I was trying to check the date. So today is a Friday, yes, 22nd of January, and it is me, Africa Maria, and we are here on Blackwood for a Network, guys. Like I said, it's always my pleasure to have you here. It has been a great show with Lando and Jiman Konto, Nisha Penda, and of course, Mr. Truth, and of course, yet another brother Jason, and not to forget another brother who was DM. Thank you very much, guys, for checking on me, and thank you very much for loving Black Old Fire Network. And yes, it was also a great show with another sister Golden Heart. Thank you very much for coming and watching Black Old Fire Network. Not to forget Big Cheese, the Majestic. You're very much, very much. I wanted and very much loved by Black Hofana family, guys. It has been me, Africa Maria, and I always have a love, and it's always my pleasure to have you guys here, more especially when you are commenting with me. Your comments are so very much. Yeah, your comments are so very much, they make me feel so great and so loved and always very warm, and they bring the vibes and the power to me, more especially when we are always on topic. I had lots of friends, like Calvin is always on Facebook, but I don't know why he's not here. I've not seen anyone from Facebook commenting. Maybe I don't know how maybe they were not super proud of having you guys here on Maria, and it is already 46 minutes past 1 a.m. in the morning here in Kampala. And let me first read a comment before. Kid says that the traitors in Nigeria and the country who sold their people into slavery. Anisha Pena says true and will do attack back. So well, you're coming to Tanzania probably, but well, okay. You mean you're not married? I did not ask that. Mm. But I mean, 2 a.m. in the morning, I always wake up very fast in the morning, and my mom is already yelling out that I can see she's like standing at the door. But yes, of course, I have to sign out today. I did not charge my phone. I do not have power. And but of course, thank you very much for watching the Hot Friend Network. I love you guys, and thank you very much for being here with me. For all those who commented, thank you so very much. May my sisters bless you with whatever you want. Of course, other people who have not come in, or other people who have been watching and you've not said anything, you do comment something and let me know whom I'm talking to. Keith, thank you very much for coming. And thank you very much for Black Hole Finance Work, Orlando, Big Cheese. Who else? Who else? Let me scroll down and get your names. And of course, Jason, thank you very much for coming. And who else again? Let me see. Keith, yeah, Keith, I'm always having you. So yeah, Golden Heart. She's a sister, I guess, but she's not saying much. General Mosquito. Oh dear, you were here, huh? Thank you very much for coming. It has been everyone. I think I've just touched everyone. I just don't like going without saying your names because there's that kind of. Anyway, I have to leave right now. Thank you very much for watching the whole friend network. Have a good evening, good morning, good night, good whatever time it is. Watch our friend network for a lot of best and sweet shows coming your way. It is a Friday here in Uganda. Have a good night.